maximize, baby. I don't know. I just believe in alternative sounds and thinking, making people listen a lot smarter. And whenever you want to remove intelligence, you just present shit right. And that's why you have such a explosion of just god-awful music in the mainstream.
So Charles has a whole bunch of different mixtapes come out. What is it, 8?
I believe it's 8.
8 mixtapes coming out.
EPs, because I murdered mixtape rap.
Okay. 8 EPs.
No disrespect to mixtape rap, but if you got offended, this one song, I can get ignored.
8 EPs coming out on all the different websites. Shout out to the different websites. Blogs and stuff. Now, the next installment of this series is a joint where you take Dilla beats and you flip those and make them your own and rap on it, and paying homage to one of the greatest out there, R.I.P. J Dilla.
It's not a disrespectful notion, and somebody put that on my blog. I listen to Dilla when I'm down. When I feel like I can't take no more of the mainstream, I put on Nothing Like This. Whenever I feel like just kind of having a little bit of swag to me, I listen to Won't Do. Won't Do is retarded. You know, that Ozzy Brothers loop was insane. Whenever I feel like just having fun, I listen to Baby, that joint with Guilty Simpson. You know what I mean? And Donuts, I listen to that album and he made beats sound like a sample. He used a lot of compression, you know what I mean? He chopped different parts of it and made his own melodies out of it. So, the concept is, one night I got high as shit, and I felt 2 aliens in a UFO piloted by J Dilla, and he's, you know, steering it with a Sega controller. And they're like, your mission, Charles Hamilton, you are now 20 years old, is to save music from itself. And because I was born in 1987, which was 3 years after the whole Big Brother thing, if you will, you know, during the during the crazy ass explosion of bad 80s pop music, I was born in that. And as music started to decline, I got older, and I had to figure out that I was called and destined for something great, and that greatness was to save music, whether people like it or not. Now, whether they like it or not is up to them. Whether they accept it or not is up to them. What happens if they don't accept it is not in my hands. I'm just doing what I'm doing because I was called to do this, and as long as I'm doing music from the heart and with the ear that I've been blessed with, how can I lose?
What's been the biggest change? What's been the biggest change since you've
Big studios. Big studios and a better understanding of controlling sound and content. I bet you didn't even realize that I mixed my vocals in Windows Media Player to sound like a bad wave file.
I didn't realize that.
Like, I listen to, you know how when you like download shit audio files, it's like, damn, this is whack, but I really love this song.
Quality,
yeah, I mixed the vocals to sound like that, but I made the beat clean to make people feel like they're listening to shit audio, but it's really clean. So I learned that in big studios. I learned how to control a lot of shit when it comes to compression, EQ, flange, a lot of shit. Learning how to do weird shit with microphone, like turning the microphone backwards so that the feed won't exactly go directly into the mic. It'll go around the mic, therefore giving it a bullshit sound. Putting a lot of low band EQ, because when, like, real internet /sound /tech nerds will understand it. And I want your average listener to understand that there is an art form to being a nerd. Shout out to Lupe. I have no beef with Lupe Fiasco. Let me make that clear. I swear, man, people on the internet are afraid to be as open-minded as they should be when it's the internet. Like, if I say fuck Lupe on national television, that's different than me saying something satirical on a record. Because at the end of the day, on my blog, which is pretty much what I live by, I say, I respect Lupe Fiasco. I deadass do respect Lupe. One of my favorite songs from him is American Terrorist. At the same time, mainstream media tried to make him out to be the bad guy because he said he ain't listened to Tribe Called Quest, so he messed up. It's like, well, I mean, I ain't listened to him, so I don't know why everybody tight. So I was like, no love for the Fiasco like a Tribe Called Quest, right? And I was talking about mainstream media.
How hard is it, man? How hard is it for you, like, to get on records, speaking your mind, but knowing that everybody's not gonna like it, or everybody's not gonna gravitate, or people are gonna have different opinions than you. Does that ever mess with you as far as the creative process?
I've always never cared, but that's part of caring. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never, if I take aim for somebody, it's because they deserved it. But at the same time, like, it's all for the sake of music. And Johnny Cash, fucking Uncle Luke, a lot of artists in different genres of music weren't afraid, and they didn't care because they're artists, and that's how they felt at that time.
Yo, so when is the album coming? What's the album called?
It's crazy. I just had an epiphany. For the longest time, it was between The Truman Show and Forward Thinking Backwards Living. But I just had an epiphany today, and I don't know what I'm gonna call this shit. I mean, I know what I'm gonna call it, but I'm gonna hold off on it. I'm gonna talk to the powers that be, and we're gonna see, like, is this what I should call it? Am I making a bold enough statement with it? Because I honestly believe that my major label debut should make a statement about the way major label albums are presented.
When is the album coming?
Next year. I'm not.
2009?
Yeah, like, I'm not. Obviously, I'm on a very, very, very big label with very, 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 very important acts. So I'm not rushing it, and I'm not gonna say that I'm antsy. At the same time, like, fuck, yo, I want my album heard. Like, you know what I mean? I want people to appreciate the product that I'm putting together. At the same time, it's like, you know what? There are people that the label has to focus on. You know, I'm like, Interscope has 50, M, Dre, and then they have a pop department.
And that's hip hop.
A rock department. Like, it's crazy. So I'm not sweating. And the fans shouldn't sweat it either, because I'm still gonna be doing music regardless. And I'm gonna start kicking up with the performances I've been holding out. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I used to perform all over New York, and I was like, alright, I guess I could get back into the scene again. Because Asher Rob performed Getting on the Keys, I was like, yo, I miss this feeling. So, I'm ready to go. You might see more of me, and then you might see too much of me. As long as you see me.
That's all that matters, man. So, as we close this out, man, if it's anything you want the people to know, man, it's a good time.
I'll die doing this shit, whether you like me or not.